had some fans been emailing me telling me the Browns should just make Gregg-Williams the full-time head coach for next year and freddie-kitchens full-time offensive coordinator. Take away the interim tag. Of course, those of us who follow the Browns, a 2-1 record feels like you just went to the Super Bowl. I mean, that's one thing to keep in mind. But here is the key part. The Browns have 5 more games left. Gregg-Williams isn't going anywhere right now. Freddie-Kitchens isn't going anywhere. Both of those guys are under contract for this year. By the way, I believe Gregg-Williams is also under contract for next year, and so is Freddie-Kitchens. So in other words, they are, quote, tied up with the Browns, at least as assistant coaches. And so there's no rush. You could watch these guys coach the last 5 games. Meanwhile, John-Dorsey could look at other possible candidates. Because sometimes there's sort of an era of good feeling right after a coaching change is made. The Browns fans right now are embracing the discipline. J.C. Treader, a center, just mentioned that on a conference call right after the game on Monday. He said, we needed the discipline. This is what we needed. Standards have been set and so on. Gregg-Williams is a tough coach. Obviously, what they're saying is that Hue-Jackson did not have the team particularly under control. I mean, Baker-Mayfield, long before even kind of, blew off Hue-Jackson after the game, he said, talked about some coaches kind of want to be friends with players, and that's their style, but you could tell there was kind of some questioning in his voice. But the flip side is that sometimes a very tough coach like Gregg-Williams, over several weeks, several months, a couple of years, can really rub people the wrong way. The meantime, what the Browns are getting, John Dorsey, the general manager specifically, is a free audition of how Gregg-Williams and Freddie-Kitchens will work together. Let's see how they do, because they're probably going to have a stinker game somewhere along the line. See how they handle it, and go forward. In other words, there's no rush. But here is the cool thing. I don't think any of us thought on the day Hue-Jackson was fired and Williams was promoted to head coach and Todd Haley was fired and Freddie-Kitchens was promoted to offensive coordinator, did any of us sit there and go, man, I wonder, maybe they're the guys that should be coaching the team next year? So right now we're in that situation. Well, maybe they should. But we don't have to make the decision just yet.